Hello everybody, it is time for another channel update. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I figured I'd get everyone up to speed about what's been going on and what's coming up in the future. First things first, I am upping my production values a little bit. Check this out. Bam! Yeah, lighting. Yes. I haven't done it before this because I was in kind of like a transitional period, and yeah, as you can see, like, my background is a little bit different now. I've got the sexy couch and everything. That's because I moved. So now that I'm in a new place, now I can think a little bit more about getting better production values. So lighting is first. Next up will probably be a microphone. I don't know how well you can hear me right now. The camera's a little bit further away. So, and you probably hear a lot of little jingling. That is another update is my cat that from all the past videos. Unfortunately, she has moved on to the great beyond, and I have a new cat who is younger and more energetic. So she's running around a little bit with a little bell, so that's what you're probably hearing right now in the background. But after the lighting, after the microphone, I want to get a camera. So right now the camera I'm using is like 2.5 megapixels. I want to get a camera that's like much better than that. Like DSLR cameras are like 25 megapixels. I don't know exactly what that means, but I know it's good and I don't have enough. Second thing is I just passed 20,000 subscribers. Actually, as I record this, we're like actually nearing 21,000, which is amazing. I am so thrilled that things have grown as quickly as they have. It took like 4 or 5 years to hit 10,000. And then in 1 year, it went from 10,000 to 20,000. So things are growing rapidly, and that is thanks to you guys. So thank you. Thank you for watching and subscribing and all of that. I know when I made the 10,000 subscriber video, I said the next goal was 25,000, and I assumed that was going to be like years down the road. But it looks like that's actually coming up pretty quickly. I looked at like a social projection site, and then it said that's going to be coming up in like months. So by the end of this year, I'll probably hit 25,000 if all goes, accordingly. So that's amazing. And when I hit 25,000, there's going to be like a little special video. One of the big things that did help that happen though is last month I did an AMA with Reddit. If you didn't see that, I'll put a link to the archived Reddit in the description below. It did very, very well. It was at like #1 on the AMA subreddit, and actually made its way to the front page of Reddit overall for a minute. Like someone told me that it would there, and I checked and it was gone already. But I guess it did make it to the front page of Reddit, and it was sitting at like the #1 spot on the subreddit, which is huge, huge. Thousands of people saw it, and I've got something like 1,500 new subscribers once the thing finished. If you're watching this because you saw me on Reddit, hi, welcome. What else? I wanted to do a book recommendation. There is another fruit hunter out there, Lindsay Gasick, who is obsessed with durian. Like how I am obsessed with all fruit, she is obsessed specifically with durian. So like her book is specifically durians in Penang, and it's kind of like set up sort of like a travel guide, but even for me, where I have no intention on going to Malaysia anytime soon, I mean I'm sure I will, the book is super interesting because she doesn't just like go like, oh, durian tastes like this, here's the story, you got it. She goes into the history of the farms. She goes into in-depth about the species and more information about where the species came from. She gets like really, really detailed, but in like an interesting way. So if you're into durian or into fruit hunting, or you live in Malaysia, you want that, check out her book. She asked me to give like an unbiased review, and without any bias, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I'd like to throw that out there if you want to check it out too. Next matter of business, future videos. Now, I have been posting videos in North America for a long time now, and I know like part of my channel is all about traveling. I mean, I traveled to California But, you know, that's still the US. I live in the US, and I know a lot of people like to see all the traveling stuff. Well, you will not be disappointed. Coming in June, towards the end of June, I'm going to be posting a lot of videos from other countries. It's going to start with Europe, of all places. I had a couple fruit hunting experiences in Europe. Not a lot, but there's going to be a couple. In Germany and in the Czech Republic. So that's going to be the starting point. Then we're going to go into Mexico. I'm going to be all over Mexico. And then from Mexico, I'm going to go into India. I went to northeast India because it's kind of like a bizarre place. There's a lot of rainfall there and not a lot of people. And there's a lot of tribes. So I figured that might be a good place to look for fruit. Turns out that it was. I found a lot of cool stuff there. And then from India, I'll be going to China, because I had a layover in China, in Beijing, and I found a ton of stuff there. So the rest of 2018 is going to be crazy travel fruit videos. So if that's what you're here for, stay tuned, because I think you're going to enjoy all of that stuff. And then after all that, I'm going to go on my next trip. And by this point I should have a good camera, which will, so you'll be noticing like a big change in the quality of my videos come 2019. And the trip I'm planning on taking, I haven't bought any tickets yet, but I'm in the early planning process for, will be Madagascar. So that should be coming up at some point in 2019, if all goes accordingly. I would like to go to Africa. I've never been over there. I don't know really where to go. I don't really know that much information, but one place I've always really wanted to go to is the Avenue of the Baobabs, and that is in Madagascar. It's just been like on my bucket list for years, and I think now is the time to actually do it. So I'm going to go there, I'm going to track down the Avenue of the Baobabs and like walk down that avenue, maybe make a video about that, and also see all the fruit that is available in Madagascar while I'm there, and probably stop in like another country along the way and have a layover there. So maybe like Ethiopia or South Africa or something, depending on where my layover is. I'm sure there will be a lot of time where I go back to Southeast Asia. Definitely on my list, because there is a lot of stuff I really, really want to try. But before I do that, I think this year, probably the next year as well, I'm going to resist that temptation, and I'm going to try to visit areas that are a little bit off the radar. So when I went up to like northeast India to look around, people are like, "Why are you going there? There's nothing there." It's like, no one's been there. Like no one has documented the fruit there. So that's what I'm after now. I want to document things before they get wiped out. I want to document things because there isn't a lot of information out there. So that is the goal going forward. If there's anything you guys would like to see in the future, any comments, criticisms, just let me know in the comments below. If you're watching this and you like my channel, please do consider subscribing and all of that. But, because, that actually really does help. And, yeah, I think that's about it. So I will see you next time. Bye, guys.